the people, and we continue to be a show of the people. And moving forward, we will be letting you know, spoiler alert, or I will say spoiler alert, or Chris will say spoiler alert. Give it a second so you can mute us, whatever it is, before we announce the winner or whoever just won an event or something like that. We understand there's certain events that people care about more than others. I don't think we'd be getting calls if we announced the
handball championship.
Yes, the handball championship, and specifically when the U.S. is involved. So we will definitely try to do that, which means, and I guess we can still workshop this, Chris, and well, we're going to workshop it separately because this is our last show for over a week. But yeah, I don't think we'll repeat things. So we already said it once. You can look it up. The gymnastics final is done. It is done. Yeah. And you can, if you're driving home now or going to watch it tonight, and you're going to avoid social media for the next whatever hour. Like I said, you got that Nokia. Well, good on you. Play Snake until it's about 7, 8 o'clock. Spoiler alert, because this is a good story.
Well,
no, this is a different one.
Is this related to Olympics?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, because you don't want to say spoiler American alert and then have them turn it down. You just said spoiler alert.
That's right.
It's a sign to turn it down.
Right.
Okay, so you are going to spoil something right here.
Yes, but it's a good story, and it's not American.
Okay.
All right. This is once every 4 years. Maybe we don't have.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You maybe didn't have to throw the spoiler
and abuse.
But there might be a Brazilian.
That's what I'm saying.
There might be a.
No. We got it. This is like
the
breaking news thing all over again.
We're just not talking Olympics then. I don't know what to do. It was just a good story.
Let's hear it.
Brazilian gymnast Rebecca Andrade had 3 ACL tears in 4 years. She just took home silver in the all-around competition.
Fantastic.
There we go.
Sorry for the Brazilians.
We're going to get calls. Again.
Probably. So, Chris, let's get into that. There's no spoilers here because we don't know what's going to happen yet with the NBA futures and where a lot of the Kings fall in this situation.
Yeah, for sure. We're doing the odds of everything. I don't know how to properly phrase it. I don't like the futures. The NBA futures is the way that I believe it's stated. And we're going to do all of them, all the biggest ones that include your Sacramento Kings. I'm going to break it down, and it's pretty crazy, ladies and gentlemen. The Kings are involved in how many of these? 8 of these potential NBA futures. The Kings have at least one person involved, whether it's MVP, Rookie of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year. Of course, we're going to do the Kings win over under. We're going to do will the Kings win the Pacific Division, but they also have maybe 1, maybe 2 players in the Clutch Player of the Year odds, Coach of the Year odds, and Most Improved Player odds. And let's start with the big one. Why not? This is the largest odds of any of the Sacramento Kings players for MVP, which does kind of make sense because, and maybe we can go through the exercise. It's going to be pretty tough for the Sacramento Kings to get an MVP just because of everything that goes into it. Not only do you have to play like an MVP, but your team has to win enough games to justify it. And frankly, there is a bit of a Sacramento tax when it comes to the MVP because they're not going to want to give an MVP to the Sacramento Kings. They're going to want to give it to, the Giannis's, the Jokic's. Luka still hasn't won an MVP, so obviously there's a lot in the Kings' way, and that is reflected with this massive, massive, massive line here for Domantas Sabonis, who is the only Sacramento King listed on these odds. He is plus 20,000.
De'Aaron's not even on it.
De'Aaron is not included. DeMar DeRozan is not included in these odds. It is only Domantas Sabonis as the Kings' apparent best MVP case. I believe last year, let me see. I know he finished top 10 in MVP voting last year. So maybe if you are a person who likes to kind of play the numbers a bit, I think you're probably getting pretty good value. He finished 7th in MVP in 2022-23, and then last season he finished 8th in MVP total. So definitely you're getting better than what is implied as the 22nd best odds to win MVP Domantas Sabonis is. Let's just go with some of the more obscure names that are in front of him. Trae Young is also plus 20,000. Paolo Banchero. Trae Young has the same odds to win MVP as Domantas Sabonis, as does Paolo Banchero. Pretty surprisingly, actually, LeBron James is listed, 21st, 19th best odds with plus 12,500. That's pretty significant. Anthony Davis actually technically has better with plus 10,000. Our guy Tyrese Halliburton, Mr. Disrespect. Well, I guess I have to call him Mr. and not Doctor. That could have gotten a little dicey. 6,600 are his odds. I don't know what number. That puts him in the top 15 for MVP. You have Jaylen Brown up there. You have John Morant at plus 3,300. You have Jalen Brunson at plus 1,800. And then some of the more likely ones, you have Wemby actually with the, the seventh best odds at plus 1,400. And then your leader for the lowest odds to win MVP, as in the most likely to win MVP, is Luka Doncic at plus 375. Trailed closely by Nikola Jokic plus 400 and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plus 450. So there you go. Domantas Sabonis, again, 22nd best odds to win MVP at plus 20,000. You can definitely make some good cheddar on that one if you put anything down.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not likely.
He's just not going to get past 7 on the ladder.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, he didn't get past 6. He can only get in the honorable mentions.
That's just what it is. And honestly, I'm surprised that Sabonis is on here with the acquisition of DeMar DeRozan and another year of Keegan Murray's growth. I just don't think Sabonis is going to put up the same scoring numbers that we've seen, which I think will take him out of this conversation.
Definitely. Yeah, 100%. I definitely agree with you. I think his scoring is probably even going to go down, which probably hurts him. And do you think De'Aaron is the best actual bet for it?
Yeah, that's why I was surprised that he just wasn't. I wonder if he was listed last season with no DeMar DeRozan, but
right.
I would go with De'Aaron, not Sabonis on that one. But I would maybe switch it and just put De'Aaron at the 20,000 and not have Sabonis. But it feels disrespectful to not have Sabonis on there. So.
That probably also means you can get really good odds, even better odds on De'Aaron Fox. So there you go. If you believe it's going to be De'Aaron, definitely make your way down to Reno. Rookie of the Year, the Roy. This one is a bit tougher and probably a bit skewed because as we know, Devin Carter is probably going to miss all the way until at least December. I think 6 months would actually put him in January, February. So we'll see when he can actually play. Devin Carter for Rookie of the Year is still listed, which, if you're below Devin Carter, probably says a lot. And we'll definitely get to Bronny James's number. He has a whole subset of things you can put some cheddar on. But
my lunch.
Absolutely insane. Devin Carter is the, let's see here. He is listed at the the 18th best odds to win Rookie of the Year, plus 10,000. And just about any rookie you can think of that was highly touted is ahead of him. Your boy Tajon Salon is at plus 3,500. You have Cody Williams at plus 2,000. Donovan Clingan, 1,600. Dalton Connect at plus 1,100. You also have Rob Dillingham at plus 12. You have Matas Buzelis, who I would have loved to see what that number looked like pre-Summer League. He's at plus 900. And this is actually pretty interesting. The number one best odds to win, or I don't know how I should phrase it. Is it best or worst odds? If you are the most likely, then you have the best. Okay, so the best odds to win Rookie of the Year. I'm pretty surprised by this. I guess maybe I shouldn't be. Zach Edey plus 600 to win Rookie of the Year, followed by Reed Shepherd plus 700, Zachary Risachet at plus 800, and again Alex Sarr 850, Stephon Castle 900, Matas Buzelis plus 900. I don't really know what to do with that one.
Stay away from Alex Sarr.
Yeah, I think he should be with Devin Carter, honestly.
Yeah, this better be some cheese that you don't necessarily need because it's random as heck.
So random. I don't even know who would be my personal favorite to win. I guess Zach Edey's a good shout. Reed Shepherd is probably the one that I would like the most, but I think in general this rookie class is going to be a bit confusing.
It's Matas
Buzelis, man. We'll see.
He's in the East.
It makes sense. Yeah, he's on the Bulls. They ain't
who's
doing
going to
nothing.
take the shots from him? Not Giddey.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Zach LaVine's got to play to take his shots.
And whatever's left of him.
Yep. I'm not.
It's Montas.
I think Montas is a really good shout.
I'm in on Montas.
Allen's going back to Reno, baby.
I'm back in on Montas.
Now here we actually get. Now those are the two biggest wild cards in terms of the highest or lowest odds to win. Lowest odds to win those awards. This one, on the other hand, the Kings have the best shout to win this one, and that's Sixth Man of the Year, where we already know Malik Monk has been robbed twice of this award. There is now, I think the lane is very clear for Malik to win. He has the best odds for Sixth Man of the Year, plus 500. You have the reigning Sixth Man of the Year, Naz Reid, in second at plus 700. By the way, these are all from Bet Online, where it's just kind of an online bookie. That's where we're getting these numbers from. And then you have kind of a clumping of the rest, the best of the rest. Again, Malik is plus 500, Naz Reid plus 700. Then you have Clarkson at plus 12, Karras at plus 12. You have Dante DiVincenzo plus 1,600. Buddy Hield, brand new Golden State Warrior, coming in at plus 1,600. Your boy Bobby Portis at plus 1,600. Norm Powell, 1,600. Josh Hart, 1,600. Caruso, 1,600. Jaime Jaquez, Chris Paul, and Russell Westbrook, all rounding out the plus 1,600. So there's two very clear favorites in the number one and the runner-up for Sixth Man last year, and then just a pool of a bunch of other guys. I would actually feel like Chris Paul is going to start in San Antonio. So I don't know I don't know if I would put anything on that one, but definitely Malik Monk being the favorite. And obviously this is the most likely award for a Sacramento King to win. Yeah.
As far as Malik Monk is concerned, do you think that there's any part of him that doesn't mind starting because he wants this award? Or doesn't mind not starting because he wants this? Because he feels like he deserves this award. It's almost like and I know he didn't end up getting it, but Aaron Gordon versus Zach LaVine. I don't want to be done with the dunk contest until I get one, right? I deserve a six-man award. And I don't know how that works with the contracts, Chris. Do they get a bonus for these awards?
Definitely. Yeah, you can. I would actually be shocked if he didn't have some form of bonus for winning Sixth Man of the Year, because that kind of does incentivize the Kings to put him off the bench, and it helps Malik kind of ease the blow of, hey, we actually would love for you to come off the bench, and here's some financial incentive for you to get excited about that idea.
There's probably something in the contract.
I would almost guarantee it. Especially. With that being such a hot button topic going into the contract negotiations, I would almost guarantee that and Malik's agent isn't doing his job if he doesn't say, well, about this starting thing, can we at least make it lucrative for my client if he does come off the bench and win the award that represents the best at doing what you're asking him to do. So it would make all the sense in the world. And I'm sure we'll find that out closer to that award being handed out. And last but not least, before we move on to a whole nother set of futures for the Sacramento Kings, the big one, the wins over under 46.5. The Kings are listed at on betonline.com. Allen, that puts them tied for sixth in the Western Conference in terms of the other numbers that they were given behind teams, of course, like OKC, like Denver, like the Dallas Mavericks. There's, I believe they are tied with the Phoenix Suns at 46.5. Teams like the Orlando Magic are at 47.5. There was another one that I believe was at 47.5. The Pelicans are at 46.5. The Warriors, it's the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are the other team at 47.5, which I thought was interesting. For those wondering, Golden State Warriors, 43.5 wins. The Lakers at 44. So the Kings are projected currently to have more wins than both of those teams. Allen Stiles, 46.5 wins. Of course, the Kings won 48 2 years ago in the Beam Team season, won 46 this past season. This is Vegas doing their best work here. 46.5 wins.
46.5 wins. Fair or foul? Let's talk about it when we return. Stiles and Watkins, Sactown Sports.
Did you